What is up, everybody? Nice to see all of your smiling faces. If you couldn't tell yet, today we're talking about the Cromwell, or as I like to call it, the cosmopolitan's older cousin, the more refined one, but still that type of girl that has some booger sugar hidden in her purse somewhere. A boutique-style hotel on the Vegas Strip, which is the smallest hotel on the Vegas Strip and adults only. If you couldn't tell by the title, there is something special about this hotel that I'm going to get into very shortly. Happy to have you all here. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get going. A little of the Cromwell's history. I swear I'll be brief. I'll only put the tip in. So before the Cromwell opened in 2014, it was Bill's Gambling Hall. And then before that, it was the old Barbary Coast. So yeah, these walls can talk. The smallest hotel on the Strip that tries really hard to prove that size isn't everything. Did you see what I did there? Look at this Giata. It is gorgeous. There's something about it just going up the escalator. I know it's, a celebrity-inspired chef place, but it is fantastic. This casino, beautiful. The colors they match. I had to pay a resort fee, but I got the room waived. Sometimes the Strip views can be about $100, maybe a little more, but this will show you the prices can certainly vary. Just a beautiful little small for Vegas standards hotel. The lobby is really cool. Again, it's small, 188 rooms. You're not going to be waiting a long time. They were very efficient. The elevator is cool. Right away, you're not in a regular, type of hotel, boutique hotel. Little beat up as you can see, but look at this cool foyer. It looks like something out of the Matrix. I feel like I'm in John Wick. This has got to be the coolest hallway in all of Las Vegas. It's just awesome. You're on vacation. All right, so let's get down to the room, what you're all waiting for. I was on the 6th floor. I never have trouble sleeping. I sleep pretty hard, especially in Vegas. But depending on the time of the year, if you're on I think the 7th floor is the highest floor, you can hear a little bit of the nightclub. Look at the furniture. There's something about it. It's very like John Wicky, retro, but classy. Think of all the fluids that have been cleaned up off that bed. No, just kidding. Don't ruin it. No, it's really comfortable. The couches were comfortable. My wife, at first, she said it was too masculine, but it grew on her over time. Sort of the way things grow when you're at the Cromwell. Very cool decor. Here's a FM, one of them FM radios. It's working. You can maybe fit a sandwich on that ledge there. Look at this nice little makeup table or whatever you call it for the ladies. Say what you want about this hotel. Yeah, it needs a little updates in some areas. It needs a little upkeep, but it's classy. There's something about it. It's fun. The design is great. The people are great. There's no children. Look, here's the beautiful bathroom. I love the bath. I've stayed here a few times. One time it was super clean. One time the floor was a little gross, which I'll show you in a second. But for the most part, for what you're paying, it's great. It's a great hotel. Look, this is where you do all your peeing and your pooping. Be forewarned, there's a little window here, and so when you're showering, the person in the other room can see, you doing your business. Which is fine if you're there with your spouse or whatever. But if you're there with a friend, it's like a bachelor party, just be forewarned. All right, now let's talk about the title. All right, I'm not advocating, that the hotel allows smoking in their room. You're going to get charged, yada, yada, yada. But look at this window. All right, most of the bathrooms have this window that open up. And there's also that main window right here in the front that usually opens up a bit. Now, why is this so great? Because, if you like to partake, or even if you're like a chain smoker, you know that you're worried about getting charged $500 a room, even whether it's legal or not. You don't really want security or the sheriff's department banging on your door when you're trying to have a nice, relaxing evening nightcap with your spouse or whatever you're into. So, here's some of the dings in the room. Yeah, some of the dings. Overall, not too bad for the price you're paying. It was clean. The bed was clean. So anyway, you go in there, you use the towel method. Here's Giata. Wow, look at Giata. And you got a window there. Why is this? Look at these panoramic views. Why is this? Oh my gosh, look at this entrance here. It's special because really the only comparison is going to the Cosmopolitan for their balcony, which I normally do. But last time the prices were outrageous. Speaking of outrageous, 125 person minimum at Giata here you got to spend. But I found myself going here, not to digress, but I came here so many times. Oh, here's the Ole Red. Listen, stay tuned. If you're enjoying this video, at the end I'll do a little bonus. I did stop by the Ole Red. Look at this. I had a bunch of meals here also with my wife. Oh, it looked even better coming out. You know what I mean? This was slow motion that I made go fast. I don't know why. I wanted to see what that looked like in the editing. I did have some. Oh, look at that. I love this place. It is more expensive. It's Vegas as always. Look at that, $83 before tip for me just by myself. But you're in Vegas and it is worth it. It's so good. Look at these bacon wrapped dates. You got risotto with scallops, some broccolini, some branzino. My wife, when I met her, she was vegetarian, right? And we lived in South Florida. So I told her, oh, by the way, these are private rooms you can rent for an event, which, baller. So anyway, I told her we'll have stone crabs because they don't kill the crab. They just take one claw, they throw it back. Here's also some breakfast I had. Oh, it was worth it for the price. Anyway, I justified it for her. So she ate stone crab. She loved it. A month later, she tried my lobster bisque. She loved that. And then it was off to the races. Oh, here's a frittata I got. And anyway, you get the point. It was really good. I recommend Giata. It's fantastic. Here's the casino. And so long story short, now it's so much more expensive to go to dinner because my wife always orders, like, what was I thinking? I should have kept her, or not kept her. I can't keep her. She's not a slave. But anyway, I never should have convinced her to start eating meat and fish. Now I'm a lot poorer. That's the moral of the story. All right, moving on. Look at this casino. Look at the sports book is intimate but fun. I mean, if I got a lot of money on a game and I'm watching it and I'm stressed, which is almost always when I'm watching it, and you don't want a whole boatload of people around you. Sometimes you just want to dig your nails into that chair and pray. Anyway, here's the nightclub again. Here's a tip. Stand with some coffee when they open up at 5 a.m. and just watch the show. Oy, beware the rooms right below it. I was so proud of this graphic here that I showed it 3 times. The pool there. So you're right next to, it's a great location next to the Flamingo. You can use the pool there during the day when it's not a club, or you have access to the Garden of the Gods pool over at Caesars. That's a perk here. They got a bake shop here. Look at that. You get your cake from my boy Buddy out of this machine late at night, or your girl does as she's carrying her high heels drunk, saying, "Let's go have a fun night." Anyway, they got a cosmetic store here. Look at this, or whatever you need. I don't know, cosmetic. They got knickknacks and and expensive gums and all that jazz. Here's the gym. It's small, but it's everything you need. And they got water. Such a boutique, luxurious feeling. It's a cool looking hotel. If you're young enough to go to the club, it's a lot of fun. If not, you can go to the pools at the other properties. I know Caesars and one other. I'm trying to remember. I think the Horseshoe, whatever's. Yeah, the Horseshoe now. Anyway, I'm forgetting. But it's fantastic. I recommend it. As far as the, you still may get charged, but like me and my wife, last time we had a suite at Aria, and we were in the suite, and we were like rushing to get to our plane, but we had some leftover, stuff. So we're smoking all that out, and we had the tubs going, the shower going, and that's only because we knew as soon as we left, the housekeeping's going to come in, and we don't want to get a $500 charge. So this window is budget. By the way, look at here's Ole Red locations, Blake Shelton, etc., etc. It was a really cool restaurant, Ole Red. So that's the whole goal of this video, is just a shout out. You don't have to spend $400 at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. That's what I was gonna say. Or the Mirage windows used to open. I don't know if they will when the Hard Rock renovation is done. Anyway, I feel like I kind of digressed on some of those stories. But you get the point. Look, here's Ole Red. They got live music. You can get hammered there. There's 3 floors of hammering, and you can get your shirt. You can get your shades. It's based off of a song or in a YouTube video about his dog. Got a lot of views. It's pretty cool design, I will say. This was from, a few months back. They're doing some construction nearby still, from my understanding. And here is a beautiful balcony, which is fun. That night, I hit one of those, I did some Keno, which I haven't played in a while. All right, hey, subscribe for Mo. Thanks for watching, everybody. You're the best. Take care. Keep it real. Hit the like and subscribe. What's up?
Your fucking warrant don't ever go over my fucking head again, you motherfucker.